All right, so today we're going to be talking about why Christians cannot use the Yahweh not in Islam argument. So basically, Christians say Prophet Muhammad or Muhammad is not a true prophet because he didn't say the name Yahweh or the Tetramatrogram. Well, the problem is Christians can't use this argument. You know why? Well, there's a very important reason why they can't use that argument if they're being consistent. And it's the reason why is because the name Yahweh is not found in any Greek New Testament manuscript at all. The New Testament was originally written in Greek. Nowhere in the Greek New Testament manuscripts does it say Yahweh. The name Yahweh is not found in the New Testament at all, since it is a Hebrew word and the New Testament is written in Greek. In fact, the problem gets even worse than that. The problem is that the New Testament does not give God a personal name. So that's a huge problem for, Christians using that argument. No, the tetramatrogram or the name Yahweh does not appear in any New Testament text. And no New Testament author or no New Testament writer alludes to it. In fact, many of the Old Testament quotations in the New Testament that include the what do you call it, God, the name of God in the original Hebrew text, i.e., Matthew chapter 3 verse 3, Matthew chapter 22 verse 37, Mark chapter 29. I'm sorry, Mark chapter 12 verse 29, Luke chapter 4 verse 18. None of those verses carry the name Yahweh forward into Greek. All of those verses use the genetic term or the generic term kurios. Kurios in Greek means Lord, most likely because the New Testament writers quoted from the Greek Septuagint. The Septuagint is a Greek translation of the Old Testament, rather than translate from Hebrew, if they even knew the language. So basically, the New Testament does not use that word Yahweh. It's as simple as that. If Yahweh really was the name of God, and if Jesus and the disciples and John the Baptist and all those other figures, knew or called God Yahweh, why is there no record in the Greek New Testament manuscripts or the Greek New Testament where Jesus and the apostles say Yahweh? It would have been very easy for the New Testament writers to pick up on this information and write it down, but that we see that not happening. Um, you know, the New Testament does not mention the Tetrapentagram. What else was I going to say? Um, Hang on one second. So so basically, that word has to appear in the New Testament for Christians to be consistent, but Christians are not consistent because they keep accusing Islam or the Prophet Muhammad of not knowing or not saying the name Yahweh, but their own scriptures, their own New Testament text or New Testament books does not say the word Yahweh. So basically, the whole thing with Yahweh is, if the whole problem with the name Yahweh is it was not originally God's name. Like I said in the previous video, in Genesis chapter 1 verse 1, God's name is Elohim, and then it becomes Yahweh later on in the book of Exodus. But the issue was that Yahweh was taken from pagan sources. It wasn't originally it originally was not like the name the patriarchs used. Abraham didn't use that word, and Jacob in Genesis chapter 38 builds an altar to Elohi or Eloha or Elohim. He doesn't use the word. Jacob does not use the word Yahweh. So that's further indication that Yahweh came from Yahweh came after the book of Genesis, and it was taken from pagan sources, according to several scholars. When the Israelites left Egypt and went to Midian, they probably took that name from a local pagan god, Yahoo, and then eventually it became Yahweh. There's a lot of evidence to support this claim. But my point is that, getting back to the original point of this video, is that the Christians cannot use that argument against Islam or the Prophet Muhammad because their own Greek New Testament manuscripts does not say that word Yahweh. When Jesus is on the cross in the ending of Gospel of Mark and the Gospel of Matthew, he says Eli Eli lama sabachthani, which means my God, why hast thou forsaken me? Now, if Jesus really called God Yahweh, the text would read Yahweh, Yahweh, why have you forsaken me? But some scholars think that in the Gospel of Mark and the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus is actually calling out to Elijah and not God. But notice like what the words are. It says Eli Eli lama sabachthani, which means my God, why hast thou forsaken me? Eli Eli means God, because if you read that passage right after that passage, it says my God, my God. So Jesus is calling out to God, and Eli Eli sounds a lot like Allah Allah instead of Yahweh Yahweh. So Eli sounds more like Allah than Yahweh sounds like like Eli. So this is one of the many reasons why Yahweh was not the original name of a God. So if Christians use that argument, if you're arguing with Christians, if they use that argument, tell them to show you one place where the Greek New Testament manuscripts say Yahweh, and also bring up the fact that the New Testament books does not give God a personal name. Stay tuned. More videos coming up ahead.